Hi, this is Chad. I'm going to review the logo design assignment. The idea on this is we're trying to help you strengthen, I'm trying to help you strengthen your logo design. That's been a really great part of my business. And I think it really just takes practice to do logo design. And I felt like this was a really great way to do it. I've done it quite a few other times in the while teaching with some really good results. So if you've done this before in one of my previous classes, that's fine. Just do it again. No problem. Okay. Just because, again, practice just makes you better. Okay. So the first part of the process, well, let me just review it. So create 3 fictitious companies, create a brainstorm list for each part of the company, create 20 thumbnails for each company, 60 in all. Select your favorite thumbnail sketch, create those selected sketches. I meant refine. That's what I refine. Meaning clean them up, make them better. And then create those refined sketches in Illustrator, add color to the logos, lay out one color and the accompanying black, lay out the color logo and the accompanying one, which is this, and then submit to portfolio. So I'm just going to do an example of one. Okay, so down here I'm listing 10 nouns and 10 business types. So a noun would be ice cube, glacier. Sorry, I'm gonna polar bear. So you can see where I'm kind of going. I'm trying to make these kind of chilly a little bit. Igloo, snow, other nouns. So so this might be for one business. And then different things this could, I could use this for might be coolers, a cooler, make a company that makes coolers, water bottles, ice cubes, freezers, anything else that you want to keep something cold, maybe like a glass cup type thing. Okay, so which one do I really want to go with? Well, ice cube and a glass would be, to me, be pretty obvious, so I'm not going to do that. I do think a polar bear might be a good one. I think snow might be interesting. I think, and then and then as far as the company, this is the company, and then this is the noun. So what kind of a company does the company make ice cubes? I think there is I think there's a company that already does ice cubes with a polar bear. Is there any kind of other, like, cold weather type animal? I'm sure there isn't. I'm just missing it. So I might try cooler, but I might try water bottle too. Okay, so either here or here. Okay, so now I'm going to brainstorm. Okay, so I'm going to go polar bear, and then over here I'm going to do water bottle. Okay, so I'm trying to brainstorm polar bear now. On this brainstorm, some of you have done this a lot with me, some of you once, maybe some none, no times. So the idea on this brainstorm is anything that comes to your mind that reminds you of a polar bear. If we're forgetting the water bottle, that's not part of it, or whatever you choose over here. We're just focusing on this item. And these should be visual things. Okay, so it's not like I can't even think of any things that wouldn't work, but let me just show you. So they should be able to have like an image with them. So some things that I think of is white fur. I think of just the distinctive shape of these things, kind of like, I know that's terrible, but they kind of have like a really long, actually, they have a long neck, and then the head. Anyway, that's terrible, but anyway, you get the idea. So the shape of the polar bear, a huge, like a huge claw would be another one. Claw or print. I think, you know, they have a layer of fat, which it wouldn't be really wonderful, but they also only have like black eyes and noses, black eye and nose. What else can I think of on these polar bears? They're kind of solo. They're kind of loner. They're I'm not sure. There's a term for it. Let's see what else. I'm kind of thinking like Alaska. They hunt seals. I see there's blood on their face when I watch the National Geographic specials, and kind of in their fur. I know it has nothing to do with the water bottle, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I'm coming down to, they're kind of a either yellowish fur. They're tall when they stand up. And I'm gonna and maybe we put his head off to the side anyway. Okay, so, and then a water bottle. So now I'm gonna get rid of all of this, and I'm just gonna think of a water bottle. So a water bottle I feel is cold, and refreshing. I don't think there's a good like word for, or a good visual for refreshing. So I'm going to change that up to they help thirst. They can be first aid type thing. They can help with that, like a survival situation, which isn't easy. I mean, that's a simple. And cold, I mean, we have like a snowflake type, you know. So lots of ways to show cold. Help with thirst. I'm not sure. I mean, then you could have like the outline of a person. The water bottle drinking. Let's see. So another water bottle, just the shape of it is more, you know, this type of thing. Let's see, what else would be a water bottle thing? It could just be like water, this type of, what are other water bottle or water bottle type images? So just that overall shape, and then we just have water, or it could be that drip, could also be water. I'm getting to the end of this. So now, so let's say this is my brainstorm. I should spend more time on this, because what the idea is, the more you get on each of these individual brainstorms, then as you combine them, you have more ammunition to make your thumbnails. So our next bit is thumbnails. This is 1, this is 2, and then this one is 3. So let's see. So what we want to do is like put something in here with something over here. And I like the idea of the drip. And then for the polar bear, and how do you draw a layer of fat? Well, you could do, this is, and I'm not going to put this on a water bottle. It's just brainstorm. I couldn't think of anything else on this. So let's see, we could, I know that there's that polar bears are, and this is super cartoony, but put a drip there, or this could be inside the drip. We could do a big paw print. And with like a I think to make it a bear, it has to have these claws. And then I guess we could put water in here. Not great, but we'll get something down. Let's see. I'm gonna probably do this offline, and then you'll see my thumbnails, and then we can move on together. Okay, so I did a bunch of sketches here. I also brought in the idea of a glacier, which was right up here, and I went, oh, I think I need it. So so these are a bunch of sketches that I need to somehow note that one might be working above another. So I kind of like this one. Feels like he's in a cage. That's what I don't like about it, but I do like the idea of an ice block with a polar bear. I like this one. So we kind of get a glacier, or very cold mountain kind of glacier, and then a flow. I know it looks like bacon, but I think this water flow is kind of good. I really hate that one. This one might be interesting, especially if this is a polar bear with a splash, if I can pull that off. I like the idea of a crown, but also if it's a splash, that makes a lot of sense. This one maybe kind of, and this one maybe, although it looks like kind of a Wi-Fi bear or something. So probably leaning toward this. So I got rid of the bear and I used the glacier. So I have water and glacier. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Those are the ones I'm going to execute in Illustrator. Okay, so I think for me, at least in my way I work, it was kind of important to go through some of these bears. I know some of the bears don't. They're more successful than others, and I'm trying to boil down, the essence of a polar bear face. So I really have to refine these because right now they're mostly line drawings. I need to make sure it's kind of a black and white balance, or 60-40 or somehow, but the line art is not going to work. So I need to make something different with this. So I mean, that might be just like might be like thickening it up, maybe putting some zigzags to represent the hair in here. Strengthening what I'm seeing on the ears. yeah, I'm just kind of figuring this out, and maybe that splash does go onto his head. I don't know. I'm gonna have to make it look more like a splash, rounded. And I don't know. So I'm gonna have to play with that, but I can't leave it as a line art. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go to the computer now, thanks. I'm just, since I can work on an entire area, I'm just gonna create a new 8.5, 11, and I mean, so here's 8.5, 11, but I don't really have to work there. I have all this space to work, and I can create new pages and bring it in, so I'm not restricted here. So my first thing I'm going to do is drag in my Brainstorm Sketch here, and then I'll start figuring out what exactly I want to work on. I'm just dragging a duplicate over here maybe, and see about making this bear real quick. I'm not sure. Yeah, so I might just start out with a circle. And get rid of the middle so I can kind of see what I'm doing. And I'm going to probably work in magenta right now, but right now I'm just working with black and white, right? I'm going to try to get just the shape of this. Oops. So see how I kept selecting this? I'm going to lock it. To do that, I'm going to go to Edit. Nope, sorry, Object, Lock, Selection, or Command 2 on a Mac, or Control 2 on a PC. So now I can't select that. That'll make it much easier to work in. I'm going to flatten that, the top of his head a bit. So I'm going to try to make it a little more symmetrical than I drew it. And for these ears, you know what I might try is a rounded rectangle. And I'll probably like rotate it something like this. Yeah. And if I'm working only, you know, if I'm working on one side, I can always flip it over to the other side. So I'm going to bring up my rulers and pull out a center line on this design. You know what I might do while I'm at it? I'm going to unlock with a Command Option 2, and then I'm going to put this in the background a bit by changing the opacity. Make it just a little bit easier to work for me. And then back to my Command 2 to lock it. Okay. Yeah, that will make it much easier to work with. some time on my sketches here, and I've tried to refine them best I could. And so here I have one logo. I haven't put type in yet. This is just a picture mark is all we're talking. Second logo, third logo. All of them are really rough and could use some refinement on my end. But yeah, so this is it. Then the next phase is I want to add color to these. So I'll move, I'm going to do a color in black and white here. And, oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So this will be a color and a black and white. And then lastly, this will be my color and black and white. And then I'll stick each of these on an 8.5 by 11. So I could do that now if I go into the Artboard Tool and I look at the size that I'm doing. I'm really too big right now. It should be 8.5 by 11. Okay, and then I'm just going to duplicate. Oops. Yeah, I forgot about that. Move this off it. And I'll quickly make 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll have to reduce these. So the nice thing about this black and white and why it's so important is, you know, if there's like logos you'll need, I'm sorry, if there are a lot of places like to embroider, to print on cups, to print on, in this case, probably water bottles. So there's a lot of reasons to go with black and white first, lots. And that's why we are doing it this way. And one thing I could do is stick on the name on here, but I don't really know the name, and we're kind of focusing on the Logomark right now. So this should be color, so I'm just going to change actually all of this to so that could be the full color. We could do some type of gradient. I'll use the gradient tool just to kind of, oops. If we wanted to, we could, you know, make these like a gray. Oops. I have to keep to. Yeah, so a little bit cooler feel. There we go. So this would be what one logo should look like. And then I do that to this one and to this one. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, I hope that explains it. Please let me know if you have any questions. I know this was long. Thanks for enduring or even watching it on high speed. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time tracing this, and I'll be back with you.